So, one of the biggest frustrations I have with a large data spreadsheet is navigating it to put the information in for just one thing and always having to scroll back and forth. So, we've already talked about freezing the columns. And just as a quick review, I want to freeze the last name of the students right here. So, I'm going to go to view, freeze, and I just want to freeze that first column so I have a source to actually use to enter the student data. But sometimes scrolling over is really frustrating, especially if I lose track of where I am. So there's this wonderful feature called hiding columns. And hiding columns is just that, it's hiding it, it's not getting rid of it. And it's a great way for us to sort data easily with and ensuring that our information isn't going to get messed up. So, to hide specific columns, for instance, I do not need to know the gender, ethnicity, the military, the oldest. I do not need to know my profile data for my students every time I enter the data. So, because this information is not as important, but I don't want to freeze it. Freezing it means it's not going to go away. I actually just don't want to look at it. So, I'm going to select my first column. And just like other sorting that we do, I'm going to go all the way to the row that I want to hide. So I'm going to hold the shift key down. I'm going to click. And now again, I have my information selected and sorted. I can use this little drop down arrow, or I can also right click with my mouse and I have all of these options. One of those options is to hide these columns. So I'm going to select that. And when I do that, now I see the student's first and last name, and I only see the information related to the data. So all of that profile information that I don't need to see every single time I look at the data is hidden, but it's always associated with the row that it's in. So it's never messed up and it's never gone. When the time comes and we need that information, it's as easy to unhide as it is to hide by clicking on these little arrows at the column right here. And when I do that, it stretches it out and all of my data returns. I hope that's helpful.